All right, we should be live. Cinematics are pretty far out. Are you too early here? No, you're right on time. I started the stream 20 seconds ago, and now we're live. So yeah, these are these guys behind me. Let's get some tunes on. We're gonna hop right into it because we have a ton of signups. We have 26 signups today. I would assume that means we're probably gonna be like 18 to 20 accounts because people always back out and stuff. Get some music on. Rosalia skin's amazing. But I really like her base skin anyway. For me, I think the Pierre skin's the one I would probably want. I have a lot of W gold, right? Saved up from all the free stuff, so I've like thought about it. Where's the discount shop? Like, I'm assuming you guys, we can discount these all the way to $10. So it's like 1,000 W gold. I don't know. I really like the Rosalia skin, but I like her normal skin. I don't think I'll get any of them. Maybe if they come back, if someone wanted to gift me the Pierre skin, I would never say no to that, but I don't know. Masterful Strokes. They made a game based on all of our evenings. All right, let's get into it. Guys, if you signed up, please DM me right now so I can get a queue together. We have 27 signups. I know a couple people might have already pulled. Who is this? This guy just wrote 8 over and over. I'm assuming this is something we can skip. So yeah, if you signed up and you want to go and you want to get on the queue, message me right away. I know we're going to do Godmaker first because he messaged me already saying he needed to go first. But after that, the spots are... Oh, I hate when it does that. The spots are available, so... Yeah, we're going to have to go fast today, so I really can't have people like goofing around, not knowing their login method, getting capitalization wrong, stuff like that. Guys, don't tell me in the chat. Tell me in the DMs. That's the only way. All right, let's see. Neolust is going to go second. Foreign can go third. MDL can go fourth. Shadow can go fifth. Seamus will go sixth. Those will be our first 6. Melville says he's flexible, so I'll just throw him here loosely for now. I'm sure Trey's going to go towards the end. So yeah, if you signed up, I'm going to read your name. DM me. If you don't DM me, you're not going to get to go. Frankly, when this many people sign up, I'm not going to like wait and be like, oh, he signed up, but it's been 2 hours, you know? I just randomly clicked on these names, but you know what I mean. So if you want to go, you got to tell me. Raven wants to go in the middle. Let's put him 11th. Ethan says whenever. Let's put him right here, I guess, to fill it in. We'll leave these spots for people that are like urgent. But yeah, just DM me. You can see already we've already confirmed 10 people, which is like more than enough for the stream. We'll get to everyone if everyone messages me. Is this the same person? They wrote different things, but they both went by Canyon. So yeah, just message me right away, and then we can get everything sorted out. We're going to start off with Godmaker right now. I have some other... Wait, hold on. Let's go through all this. Got 4 more people. Exabo is going to go 7th. Okay, then we're going to go John. Moon Knight. Social, but with a J. So yeah, if you're watching and you signed up and you don't see your name here, Sijal. We'll move Melville and Trey back since they don't mind going at the end. Then we'll do Killer Hope. You can go here. All right, so already that's like 15 people, so that's a lot. So yeah, just got to reach out. If you pulled 6 legendaries and you only got 1 Rosalia, you got exactly the rates. I'm gonna be honest, guys, unless you're like a full like multiple standard deviations away from expected value, I really don't want to hear people complaining. Like people like are DMing me like, I pulled 15 times and only got 2 Rosalia. It's like, that's so within the realm of possibility. The expected value on average would be 3 and you got 2, right? So it's like very realistic. If you pulled 15 times and got none, complain. But even if you pulled 15 times and got 1, I don't think you can complain. We look at my summons here, I have almost 300,000 diamonds, right? I have 95 of these blues. If I come out of this, if I pulled 200,000, right? So if I like, I'm probably going to pull 25 legendaries. If I only get 2 Rosalia, I won't even complain. I'm sure I'll like whine as it's happening, but you just got to accept it as a reality. I would love to get A3. I think we should all want A3, but you just can't count on any of this stuff. And I think we got to all approach it that way. I will say I might end up pulling divines, or maybe I'll do that on a different day. So that'll be kind of fun. They got 89 of these absolute bad boys, but I kind of want this to get to 100. So I'm definitely today just going to do my blues. By the way, my pulls are going to be insane. If we use the Fastidious max summon calculator on my website, this shows you with like continuous selling and rebate how many summons you have. If I was to pull all of my summons, how much, what do I have? 95 and 296, 96. Oh, sorry. So yeah, if I pulled everything on my account today, I would pull 4,000 times. That's not the plan, but it's very likely I'm going to pull 2,000 times because I want to come out of this with A3 Rosalia. And then for Velisse, I actually need to think about what I want for Velisse. My Velisse is A0. Don't care about the A1. Yeah, I would love to get A3 Velisse too. So I'm going to go crazy. I'm probably going to pull till I hit at least 20 legendaries, if not closer to 30. Divines are absolute bad boys because they suck. Yeah, they do suck. I just hate divines. I've never had 100. The most I ever had was like 78. So I've already at my most ever. I kind of just want to have a moment where I pull 100, and I think it'll be a good video. All right, please remember to like the stream. I'm going to go get a drink. I've got coffee in the fridge that I made yesterday. People think I'm crazy because I make coffee a day ahead of time, but whatever. I drink it cold anyway. So yeah, we have 130 viewers and only 15 likes. So when we hit 60 likes, we'll start the stream. So please do that. Where is Godmaker? Let's log in already. Also, you have to tell me your server, like the client you play on. So if you're on PC, you see here it says Watcher Realms US. I need to know what client you guys are on. Otherwise, we're going to be totally cooked. Hello to Brazil. What's up, Luciano? Okay, where is my list? Try to find Godmaker. So he's Watcher Realms US. Okay, let's try to log into him now. Also, guys, I use this email blocker when I sign in so I don't show people's emails. Frankly, I don't think it matters, but some people care and I want to respect that. Sometimes I forget to remove the email blocker. So if you say that, just like type gray bar in the chat or email blocker in the chat. Code, please. Also, take a moment to review. If you want to do an email login, take a moment to review the capitalization because it is case sensitive. So it's horrible stylization. They write the email in all caps, but if it's small caps, it's lowercase, and then you'll be able to tell if you look closely. It's almost always people capitalize the first letter or maybe the G in Gmail or something. Let's see if Godmaker is going to start us off right. He did. Bravo to Godmaker. Very smooth start. Now I can remove the email blocker. All right, Dogta. So that kind of energy in the chat is going to get you muted. You pulled 450 summons and you hit 4 legendaries and all of them were fantastic and you're calling them the worst pulls ever. That kind of stuff is nauseating to us people that actually know the rates, right? There are going to be people in the chat that pulled 450 times and got 2 legendaries and they both sucked. You got 4 legendaries and they're both great. I'm sorry that your Eloin and Setchum were already A5, but that's the game we start playing once we've been playing for a while and pulling for a while. You just cannot complain about that. It's awful. Like, there's going to be someone in the chat that pulled 360 times and pulled one Azor. And no judgment to you, but it's about perspective, right? Like, on my account, if I pulled 4 Boreas in a row, it would be comical and I would like cry about it, but I can't complain about it just because I've already pulled 13 Boreas. That's like a me problem, right? It's still lucky to hit the good stuff over and over. All right, we've got a couple more people to put on the queue. Archangel and Loudoff. Okay. Let's do Archangel. I'm assuming that's Archie. I'll actually change it to Archie or Archie. And then was it Loudoff? We'll go Loudoff here. And I'm not going to push Melville and Trey back any further. Okay, let me get my coffee. Let's turn the music on and let's get after it. All right, let's begin. Did we hit the likes? We're 5 likes away. We need 5 more likes. We're gonna be much more serious about the likes today. Updated tier list. The tier list is more updated than you think, but the big update should be coming, I'm hoping, in the next couple weeks. I'm thinking I'll be able to start it on Sunday or Monday, but it's gonna take me so much time, so you just have to be patient. Nothing on the current tier list is invalid. We've got Grits signed up. Also, if you're on the queue, you can expect each account will take 5 to 10 minutes. So if you want to like go out or something, that's fine. But like if you're like 13th, I wouldn't leave for more than an hour to an hour and a half. Be real. All right, so let's start off with Godmaker. He's asking if he should go for A2 Diaochan or not. I think it's probably worth pity manipulating with this amount of summons. This is a pretty major amount of summons, right? He has over 450 summons. It's like over 500 with rebate. So if I was him, I would do that, and he said to do what I want, so that is what I will do. Let's check his pity. We're beginning, guys. Wish him luck. We hit 84 likes. That's brilliant. It's going to make hitting the next goal even easier. If you want to know how to read this, this is a very important tip. Sorry, I just realized the music's too loud. This is a very important tip, guys. So, like, if you're new or you just didn't know this, let me know in the chat if you didn't know this. You count from left to right. So this here is more recent than Farsi, and +1 bonus summons do not count. Wow, thank you so much for joining as a member, Hawkus, and thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That is awesome. Also, thank you to Hawkus for helping me prep 2 different videos today, this week, 2 good videos. But the bonus doesn't count towards your pity. So actually you can see this was 19 ago. So we're actually at 19 pity. That's how you read this. That's important to know. L1 doesn't count. And then it's right is the most recent, left is the oldest. All right. So we're going to take this, to be safe, we're going to take this up to 140, which will put us at 159 because I don't want to overdo it on an account like this that's younger. So 140 will bring us to 159, which means we'll probably do 2 10 pulls and then a nice handful of singles, assuming we don't hit early, which, by the way, I got to tell you, let me tell you one more thing. I respect all of my fellow content creators. I love a lot of them. Some of them less so, but I respect all of them. But I've been hearing a lot of sentiment that pity I've heard this last limited banner with Anora, and I'm hearing it again now, that of course you should always do pity manipulation. It's a free legendary. That is so false. It's insane. It's a free legendary basically when it all lines up perfectly. That's why we all try it. But more often, there you go. More often than not, you will hit early. It will throw it off. If you hit the banner unit, your pity manipulation opportunity is gone. This was early enough that we can recoup with this number of summons. Let's see who it is. But no, it's Diaochan, so it's done. As I'm explaining it, we get to see it in real time. Everyone just acts like it's all a guaranteed for sure do it thing. But no, it's not. Because it's not like, oh, of course, just pity manipulate, you're going to get a free bonus Diaochan. There's no free bonus Diaochan now. It was a cheap Diaochan. It was like 60 pulls and wasted an additional 19 pity. But not, so he should be happy with this number of summons, but there's nothing free about this now, right? Because now we didn't build anything towards the Rosalia banner. So, you know, when there's another attractive banner, if you're not sure about the limited banner, it's very often for most accounts a worthy risk. But nothing's guaranteed because you can hit early, you can hit the unit early, so on and so on and so on. Everyone knows that. That is so false. They might know it like in terms of technique, but they do not know it in terms of giving advice. Because I've heard so many people say, always do it. You'd be an idiot not to. And that's just so false. You know, if this account came to me and it had 220 summons, that would be a pretty tough spot, right? Like that nothing there is guaranteed at all. So it's very, maybe 280 is a better example. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's a very worthy risk for the majority of accounts, but it's not for everyone, and it's not even close to guaranteed. All right, so we're done here. We hit the Diao. It's going to be A2 on this account. We have a really nice chunk of summons here. While we do that 10 pull, let me go to his notes. 1 copy or bust. So we'll stop once we get a copy of Rosalia. Did he say he wants to do divines? Scroll. Divines if needed. Okay, so if we use all these summons, it's like 400 summons, and we don't get Rosalia, then we'll switch to the divines. Congrats on the success recently. I appreciate it. Have I been more successful recently? I actually feel like this was kind of a tough past couple weeks, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Here's a good example, by the way, guys. I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Archangel. I don't think you will. But like, if you're unsure about how to log in, you can just send me this screen, and then I'll know exactly what to do. You see how all these letters are small, even though they're capital? Now I know how to type his email. If it was a capital P, it would be like a bigger capital P, you know? So if you're unsure about how to log in, you can just send that to me, and it will solve all our problems. Thank you very much, Archangel, Archie, for your help. That's a great example. Yeah, like when in doubt, just send me that screen. For example, when I do takeovers, I require people to send me that screen now just to make both our lives easier. Summoning is going so far so good. We hit a very early Diaochan on a pretty juiced up account here in terms of summons. Has anyone already done their pulls today? And if so, who thinks they had the best luck? Naza's not a her, actually. Naza is a him. It's just like a kind of feminine looking teenage character, but it's a male. There's a lot of rumors saying Naza is on Raid Up next week. I'll have a video discussing that today, I hope. I'm a little worried the stream's going to take forever. Yeah, so Grits just sent me that same kind of picture. Perfect. Fantastic. You got Narissa and Rosalia. Those are two of the better normal characters in the entire game. So Alphys didn't get Rosalia, but did get Ireless, Draylin, and Velisse, which is amazing. Jesper got Constance, 3 Velisse, and Rosalia. If I could come at it today with 3 Velisse, and I would need 2 Rosalia because I'm going to pull like over 2,000 summons. But if I could get the 3 Velisse and at least 2 Rosalia, that's going to be like the minimum what I want to see. Granted, if I got 1 Velisse but 3 or 4 Rosalia, I definitely would not be complaining. My goal is to get 4 Rosalia because I want her A3. Well, you might see me rage later. It's gonna be has potential to be my biggest summoning ever. Also, I'm just gonna plug this now. I'll mention it again later in more detail once we're settled in. Ooh, there we go. There's a hit. I think that was full pity. Let's wait for this hit and then I'll say what I was gonna say. Come on, baby. Show me some painted tatties. Painted tits. 2 for 2, baby. Early Diao and then straight to Rosalia. Based on the number of summons, I think you actually might want to stop here. This was kind of a dream scenario. You let me know in the DMs, Godmaker, but I do not think you have anywhere close to enough summons to get her A3. I don't really care about her A1 or her A2 personally, unless you think you can work towards the A3 quickly. If Nezah is coming next weekend, or the new tank, or if another limited, which people are talking about, there might be another limited within the next month. I think you did it already. That's huge. That was like 230 summons, and we got both. Let's see what he wants to do. But yeah, if I was this account, I would stop. Unless you don't have a Velisse. But I probably still would stop. What do you say, Godmaker? You got to tell me. He's typing. I mean, that's a huge hit. Also, that cinematic's crazy. Yeah, he says to stop. Yeah, because now he's very well positioned, right? 18,000 diamonds. By next week, he'll have another at least 50 rare summons, probably closer to 100 once he does all these events and stuff. And then if he skips next weekend, if Nezah's coming, I don't know what his Nezah situation is. If Nezah is coming, yeah, so like probably you're going to want, I mean, it depends, right? I personally think Nezah's good enough at A0. I've kept my Nezah at A0 forever, even though since his original banner, I've had 3 extra copies. Though I am going to awaken him very soon. It's a tough call, but I mean, it's all about what you're prioritizing. But yeah, you could go all in next weekend or whatever, or just keep saving because that's a huge stack to sit on. So congratulations. Let's continue on to the next account. The next account is going to be... I'm going to make this way smaller. Next up, we've got Neolust. Neolust is up. Music back on. Neolust I've done takeovers for, so I know how to log into his account right away. I just don't remember. Don't log in yet, Godmaker. Give me a second to log out. Yeah, he's US account. All right. So this should be very fast. All right, while we wait for that, quick reminder of the queue. We've got Neolust, Foreign, MDL, Shadow are the next 4. Everyone else, you can see your names there. If you signed up and you don't see your name, I can zoom in for you quickly. If you signed up and you don't see your name, you need to DM me. Okay, that's who's coming up after. Neolust, Foreign, MDL, Godmaker. All right, we got the code. We are in. All right, let's check those. Let's turn off the email blocker. Let's check the likes on the stream. I told you I'm going to be serious about those freaking likes today, guys. I've been too lax about the likes lately. All right, we have 250 viewers and only 100 likes. Once we get to 120 likes, we need 20 more likes. If you haven't liked the stream, we'll start pulling as soon as we hit 120 likes. I just shot up to 113. One more shoot up and we're good to go. This coffee's very good. It's from the Keurig in my building. There we go, 128. All right, let's do it, guys. And I did like one pump of Coffee Mate Snickers flavor, which sounds disgusting, but it actually, even though I don't really like Coffee Mate, that's a good one. It's a good one. All right, Sun checked in. All right, let's check the instructions for Neolust. I'm assuming he'll be pretty comfortable with me doing what I think's best since we've spent a lot of time on this account. He just says pull everything. Pretty solid amount here too, about 450 pre-rebate. So we're talking probably about 600 something summons if we use it all. I won't do the rebate for him, that's up to him, unless we're really close. Let's check the pity. I hate these single pulls, my God. All right, so that's 9, right? You count from the left and the extra doesn't count. So 9, 11, RIP, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 29, 32. 32. All right, so we're going to take this to 140 if we don't hit early. That's a big if. I only did one like little pump. It's like 25 calories and half a teaspoon, because I'm counting everything. So it's like hints of Snickers, which is really nice. I think if it was too much, I used to have an espresso. Well, the reason I use a Keurig is because it's free. We have one in the residence lobby of my building. You know, trying to get all the perks out of my apartment building as I can. So I say 32. So yeah, we're gonna take this to 141. I gotta tell you guys, I know it's hard to believe, but anyone that's watched me for a while knows I don't care that much about my summons. Very often I pull things and I don't even awaken units for ages. I just like collecting and having stuff, and I like having options for content. But like a lot of my like gameplay enjoyment comes through takeovers, which by the way, if you want to sign up for a takeover, they're for purchase only unless I do a giveaway, but you'll find the link in the description of all my streams and you can find all the details on my website. But I am anxious about tomorrow because I really want Pierre. Like I really, really want Pierre. He's like my most wanted unit, at least since Valara. But honestly, I might want him more than Valara because I was worried at the time that Valara was too strong. I was right. Actually, if you guys don't know, I don't use Valara very much because I find her too, I'll use her in arena and stuff when I need a push at the end of the week, but I find her too strong. Let's switch over now. That brings us to 182, but I desperately want Pierre. If there's a mod in the chat, can you send Blackthorn City that video I made about people who get the update is coming error message so he can fix it? I have a video tutorial on that. There we go. Perfect pity manipulation. So when it works, right? I mean, that's beautiful. Wow, Velisse, let's go. Sucks that we don't get the 50-50 on it, and now we lose the progressive, but nice to hit her early. I didn't say it already. I made a video about it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I want Pierre so bad. Like, he's so unique. He's so fun. I think we're only going to find out he's stronger and stronger and stronger. Like, I think he's amazing. So we'll take this to 199. That'll put us at 58, and then we'll switch back over unless we hit early. Yeah, I'll have like 130, 140 summons, I think. Unless I do a bunch of Malric. Maybe I'll do a bunch of Malric. But actually, we'll see. We'll see how my day goes. Maybe I'll stream some Malric later. Probably not. If I'm being honest. That's 199. You got an Elder? How'd you get an Elder? He's not even available yet. Well, also, I think me and Shaddy did a really good job in single target arena, but I think we'll figure it out way better. I think we can dial in that build so much more, optimize everything. By the way, he's so much stronger at A1, because at A1, his Prismark starts ignoring defense. So his Prismark, depending on the content, can hit for like 30% plus more damage. It's crazy. You're not going full pity. We went full pity the first time, which is kind of what you want for the pity manipulation. This is perfect. The mechanic is not shared between divines and blues. It's unique to each summoning currency. There you go. You just hit insanely early. You hit in like 75 pulls. He might be. I mean, it depends how meta he truly becomes. Disgusting, at least she's gone from your nascent. Absolutely repulsive. We could have got Rosalia, who's one of the hottest characters in the game, and we got whatever Lynx is. All right, there's Diao. I do love the Diao cinematic. I love this art style. I'd play a whole game. If there was like a open world game with these graphics, I love this kind of like storybook. How would you describe it? It's like almost like Windwalker. The Legend of Zelda Windwalker. That was called the one where you're on the boats and everything. Isn't that Windwalker? I haven't played anything but the really OG games in forever. Wind Waker, sorry. You guys know those graphics? It's kind of like that. I love that art style. All right, let's rip. Neo, do you want to stop when we hit Rosalia or just pull everything? I mean, if we hit Rosalia. Thank you, Shadow. I love Pierre. I want him so bad. And I'll just tell you, I'll be so transparent. If anyone, I might buy the Pierre skin with the W gold, maybe. But I kind of want to save for. I only have like 4.5 months left on my Priv card, so I want to re-up that. Yeah, if anyone ever, if they ever becomes giftable, if anyone ever wanted to gift me the Pierre skin, I love the Pierre skin. Come on. Well, tomorrow can't be a nightmare for me because I'm guaranteed to hit Lord Pity. I guess I could pull something terrible, but I think I'd be happy, you know, even if I hit like Venoma, I can live with it. Like I know tomorrow I'm not gonna pull 0 gold, and that's fine. But yeah, I desperately want Pierre. Come on. There it is. This is Rosalia. Hearts. I wouldn't even be upset. That'd be so funny if I pulled A6 hearts. But yeah, I want to pull Ezreath, obviously. Iax. I mean, you can't be upset about pulling a Lord Rate unit. I really hate that they like buffed Iax, but did they at all? Like, no, right? Or maybe it hasn't gone live yet, but whatever Iax, I don't know if I saw it in patch notes or if I saw it somewhere on Discord, but I don't know. Bummer. My last Legendary Lord, at least Legendary Lord rate pulled from Ancients was Iax, which felt terrible. But pulling him from normal summons feels good, I think. Rosalia's already insanely good at A0. She's very close to full potential at A0, in my opinion. Maybe very close is a stretch, but she's close enough. So quick reminder, up next is Foreign, then MDL, then Shadow, then Seamus. We're going to try to keep a really fast pace here. Obviously, we're pulling a lot of summons. We're going to end up pulling probably, I'd guess, at least 10,000 summons today, not counting my account. We easily might pass 15,000 summons today, so if anyone wants to count, be my guest. Please hit. We're gonna stop at the next legendary. We also just passed 300 viewers. Thank you guys very much for being here. New Draylon, that's huge. Draylon is so good, it's crazy. And a new Zaris, congrats. We got like 5 more pops. Come on. The rates are not rating. I mean, the quality's been pretty good, but the actual quantity. Let's shake out of the bad vibes. Okay, that should do it. Oh my god. 16. We're at 166. We need 2 more 10 pulls. All right, we're gonna hit on the next 10 pull. I would not put an unpolished into Draylon. As good as her A1 is, I still wouldn't. Other people might disagree with that, but I just think eventually you'll pull her A1 because she's a normal unit. We did it! We did it! The last 10 pull, we did it! Congratulations, that is huge. Wow. Drop some paintbrushes in the chat. Drop some painter's palettes in the chat, please. It literally took everything he had, but we did it. That is sick. That is huge. Congratulations, Neolust. That's so good. That is so good. Wow, awesome. We are hitting for everyone today so far. Oh, baby. Yeah, keep those painter's brushes ready, because, I mean, we're kind of on fire. I don't log in yet. All right, Foreign, get ready. Code, please. So after Foreign, it is gonna be MDL, Shadow, Seamus, Exabo. Also, if I haven't heard from you yet, if I don't hear from you in the next 5 minutes, you're gonna be, I won't be able to accept you, I'm sorry. Because this is already a huge list. Okay, seamless, 3 for 3 today. We love to see it. Pokemon packs, kind of soon. I'll tell you, I have spent like $2,000 stocking up my closet with Pokemon cards. But I'm trying to like, when I start it, I want to like start it and have daily content. So I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row. But I'll tell you, it's hard. But I haven't opened a single pack. It's hard. All right, we are at, let's do a little check-in. We've got 300 viewers and we have only 150 likes. Let's get to 170 likes. If we can get to 170 likes, we'll go to the next summons here. Gray bar, give me 1 second. We need 20 more likes and then we'll go on to the next. Make sure to like that stream. While we wait for you guys to do that, let's look at his instructions. My blind foreign. There we go. Okay, he wants both raid ups. We need 3 more likes. We're at 167. I'm doing a whole new channel, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, for the people that are interested, I think the first challenge I want to do is I want to pull the master set for Mega Evolution from scratch. And I have in my closet, like, I'm trying to think how many, if I'm including all the boxes I have for Mega Evolution, I think I probably have at least 300 packs. Let's get into it now. We are at, there we go, 175. Thank you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Pity is completely fresh, right? That Helga. That Veer doesn't count, but that Helga. I love Mega Evolution. I'll tell you, I've only opened 1 pack ever since I was a kid. Ever. This is what got me like wanting to start opening Pokemon cards again. I pulled, well, I caught from a Dynamax raid, I caught a 4-star Dynamax female Ralts in like October. And that day I was at a game shop buying a board game with some of my friends. We actually didn't end up buying anything. We just played Ticket to Ride at home. But I asked if they had Pokemon cards. They had 1 pack of Mega Evolution, which I bought, and I opened and I got the SIR Mega Gardevoir. And I was so hyped up. So that's the only pack I've ever opened as an adult. Insanely lucky. And yeah, now I just have a closet full of, I probably have like 700 or 800 packs in my closet. I do like Gallade a lot. Mega Gallade and Mega Gardevoir are coming on raid up in a week or 2 in Pokemon Go. Or not raid up, on raid. But yeah, I just love that set. I really want the Lucario too, and I just want to get the whole set. So. All right, we're up to 100. Remember, it was a fresh pity. Dwellings of Eldervale. No, I never heard of it. My favorite board game of all time is a game called Near and Far, if anyone's ever heard of it. Ooh, we hit early. Oh, at this point, hopefully not Diaochan. Let's see. Of course it is. We've hit early on Diaochan so many times. I don't know where death is today. We don't have anyone that's able to count in the chat, but that's pretty crazy. Rates feel pretty good on the limited. So let's officially move over. Pedal to the metal. We're guaranteed to get at least 1, right? Because we know we have enough summons for sure to hit the progressive. But he wants both. He says both or bust. I do like Stratego a lot. I used to play a lot. Rosalia's A1 is, it's like okay. It's not something like you need, right? You'll see it's like, it depends on the content, right? This could be really useful in Arena, obviously. Like that's very relevant. It makes that initial deploy awesome. So it's a great to have for that. But I'd say the A3 is going to be what takes her actual damage to another level. The A2 is just attack, which is still good. This is also nice if eventually you start cycling her, right? If you got the A5, the A1 works even better. And then you can do interesting cycles. You can do synergies with Lycan. You could run Volca, whether you have A5 or not, to take good advantage of this, because you can spam this. It's pretty cool. But I'd say the A1's only particularly relevant in PvP. I mean, specifically Arena, until you get the A5, or if you're going to build like whole strategies around it. A3 is very good. It's just non-stop dot damage, non-stop AoE dot damage. the Mercy on Ancients, I would assume it will just be like a concurrent number that runs, and I would guess it would be 150, between 150 and 200. If they wanted it to be particularly strong, right, so you could actually realize the 1% rate, they would make it, what I would say the best thing to do is make it kick in at 100 and be guaranteed at 120. But I think anything 200 or less we can be happy with. So like kicking at 150, guaranteed at 170, kicking at 180, guaranteed at 200. I think anything like that's fine. Over 200, I think people can be disappointed. Over 250, I think we can be enraged. Yeah, it's any burns that are out. But keep in mind, it doesn't matter about burns being out on that are put up by other people, because he's guaranteed to put out the burns, right? It's burns of people within the Soulbound Purgatory range, and everyone in his Soulbound Purgatory range automatically gets burning from him anyway. So it's not like, you know, and you can only have one stack of burning aside from his mechanic to give multiple stacks, right? Actually, didn't one hero just get a buff and they can put out multiple stacks too? Zealatu, maybe? Oh, we're going to full pity right now. If you have A0 Diaochan and you have an Unpolished Soulstone, you should instantly A1 her. Unless you're going to try to pull for more. Ooh, nice. I actually just got a booster bundle today of not 151, but of Prismatic. Seraphina, that is an utter disappointment. We are basically guaranteed that the next will be one of these two ladies, though. Done a video on Lyra. I've done 3 videos on Lyra, including one like 3 weeks ago after her buff. What is this? Why is this one booster bundle looking like giant? That's a case of 20. Oh, that's crazy. Case of 10. That's gonna. If you sit on that, that's gonna be incredible. Wow, I would love to have that Snorlax box. That Snorlax box is crazy. Renoir, like, of course you should. Of course. They're really, the rates are not rating. Well, there's a new epic anti-healer that's coming out. That'll be fun. I should have a video on him. I'm hoping tomorrow. Just too many things to make videos about right now. I mean, he's better than Lasir. Holy moly, this is getting insane. This account's only full pitying since we switched banners. It's like click. God damn. Two new epics. I'll have videos on both of them sometime in the next 3 days. 2 new epics that actually solve problems that we didn't have epics for. So it's very exciting. Well, I mean, sure, but at least he exists and he's accessible and he's going to be relevant. There she is, baby. Worth it. Am I gonna play Godforge? Only if they reach out to me, which it sounds unlikely. I chatted with Ash about it, and he said they think there's enough hype about the game that they're probably gonna just do like a creator program, kind of like I can't think of a good example of a game that's done that, but you know what I mean. If they reach out though, of course I'll try it, but I there's no way I'll have the time to justify. Maybe I'll do like the day it comes out. I might stream it, I don't know, but yeah, I can't imagine. When is it supposed to come out? Like next fall or the summer or what? She's crazy in Conquer. Godforge is the game Hell Hades is making. Yeah, unfortunately, I really don't have time to play games like so much for fun, especially gacha games. It also kind of like devalues what I can deliver to support the channel, like what I can deliver to other games if I'm gonna try out some games just for fun, if that makes sense. I play any TCJs? I've never played it, but I'm starting to collect Pokemon cards. All right, we need the next hit to be Velisse. Come on. Do I even have it fun anymore? Of course. I mean, it's definitely my job. It doesn't feel like I'm playing for fun, but I have fun when I'm playing. Like the same way you can have fun doing your job, right? But I'd tell you, if a new gacha came out and I wasn't sure it was going to be good and I played it and it wasn't good, there's no way I'd have fun. I already addressed the tier list stuff as soon as I have time. I'm hoping to start next week as soon as I have time. They rewind 4 minutes and I talked about Godforge for like 2 minutes straight. There we go. That's an early hit. Finally. Helga. All right, we're going to have to stop there. If you want to scrape together and try more, you can. But hey, at least you got Rosalia. Congratulations. Please don't log in yet. We have so many accounts to do. Let's keep it moving. Next account's going to be MDL. While we log into MDL's account, where is it? Where is his email? I don't see his email. He sent like absolutely everything but his email. So while we log into MDL's account, let's set a new like goal. We are at 325 viewers and 180 likes. Let's get to 200 likes. That would be awesome. We need 20 more likes. If you haven't liked the stream yet, it's free to do. It's very helpful. Take a moment. Now we're already up to 187, so 13 more. That's all it's going to take. He's typing. Please don't log in yet, foreign. Also been pretty easy. All US accounts so far. That makes my life easier. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to switch my VPN on and off every time. All right, code please, MDL. Because of the tank top. I literally, the second I got home from PT, I just like came to my office and started setting up. So that's why I'm literally dressed in gym clothes right now. All right, we are in 4 for 4 today on the logins. We love to see it. MDL says... Diaochan banner's at 199. Pull till legendary on Rosalia, then 1 for Diaochan. Pity's at 43. Appreciate all that info. He set it up very nice. This shouldn't take us too long. Wish him luck, guys. Let's check the likes. Boom, exactly 200 on the dot. Awesome. 199. Let's get after it. Oh, he's got the return. Interesting. All right, well, we're gonna do this. Hopefully we hit early if he's returning. If you guys like the music, this is all from a YouTube channel called Chillboy Beatz. He's got nice like synthwave remixes of Nintendo music, which I really like. How much am I down weight-wise? 25 pounds. Thank you, guys. I do love Pink Pony Club. I think it would get copyrighted at this point, though. From meat or vegan, I eat 80% meat. I eat very little carbs, weigh all my food. I eat a ton of meat. I'm eating pretty well. I had a whole pint of ice cream last night. Shout out to Halo Top. I got to get sponsored by Halo Top. Anybody know anyone that works at Halo Top? If you don't know Halo Top, maybe it's only in America. The whole pint of ice cream, depends what flavor you get, but it's like between like 280 and 450 calories. It's crazy. Yeah, lots of protein shakes, lots of steak, so much chicken breast, it's disgusting, but whatever. Are mods deleting messages? It sounds like people are arguing, but I'm not seeing the argument. I don't eat rice. Maybe like once a week. But yes, like last night, me and my girlfriend just had chicken and broccoli. That's good. I'm ready to hit, baby. If you want to have seafood, shellfish is so much better. Well, it depends what you're looking to accomplish. Like a lot, like salmon's awesome, right? Especially if you want like all those oils and healthy fats. But for me, if you just like rip shrimp, very good. I know exactly what my calories are. I've tracked every day, every calorie I've eaten. Come on, baby. What? No way. Every day I've tracked every calorie I've eaten since January 9th. Every calorie and every gram of protein. So for all of January, I wasn't going higher than 2,000 calories a day, between 1,500, 1,600, and 2,000. And I'm hitting at least 180 grams of protein every day, aiming for 200 to 220. Now, Twyla's huge, but I thought we were going to hit a banner unit. Let's keep going. Wow, well, there you go. This is very likely, 85% chance. But since February, I've been a lot more relaxed. I'm making sure my calories are never, if they're in a surplus, they're barely in a surplus. So, are you serious? I'm almost always full because that's why meat's so good. Did I like miss something? Or did you hit here and you didn't tell me about it? This is so unlikely. Yeah, that was like, in total, there was an 11% chance that we'd miss twice in a row. Yeah, New Zeal to a new Twyla. I think we just YOLO it. What do you mean by killing it? Stop or use it all? We can stop? Oh, he wants to stop. All right. Well, hey, if you get summons together, you are basically guaranteed. It's like over a 99% chance your next hit will be one of those two girls. Yeah, that was for, I think that was a website fundraiser stream. But yes, that was disgusting. That was a lot of tacos. Ninja Creamy, I don't know what that is. All right, that's MDL. Up now we've got Shadow, who hopefully this doesn't mess up the stream. He is on the not US server, so I got to switch. That is wrong. Actually, I can just do that. Doesn't matter. Homemade ice cream maker. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to count this as, but whatever, we're out. I'm gonna switch on the VPN, wish me luck. Stream with new people. That's why the goal changes. It's between each thing, you know? We're back. Oh no, wait. Someone just logged in? Just refresh the stream. What is Cold Stone's controversy? I completely started for fun. I never thought this would be my job ever. Please stop it, dude! Guys, if you see someone's logging into your account and you had a takeover for me 3 days ago, I should have logged out. Sometimes it doesn't always register when I'm on the VPN, but don't think someone's hacking into your account. No one gives a crap about your account. It's just me trying to log out of your account. Stop it! Like, do you think someone's trying to, like, hack into your... What is going on? Just give me the 2 seconds it takes me to log out. Stop, dude! Stop! If he does this again, I'm going to lose it. Finally. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know how he's clicking the button in like the 2 seconds I need to get onto the new thing. All right, Shadow. Holy crap. No, honestly, I'm just stressed out. I have so many accounts to go through, and I'm spending 5 minutes just trying to log out of one account. We're not even a third of the way done here. Holy crap. I don't know when the new Defender's coming. They didn't tell us that yet. They just told us to post about him today. I would guess 2 to 3 weeks. Probably right after whenever the next update is. Which I would think the next update will be in a week and a half, 2 weeks, probably. Yeah, good amount of time to save. All right, my sweet God, we're back. Is this right? This can't be right. I only play on mobile when I'm doing takeovers on plane rides. This is, I guess, an alt account of his or something. Said to do whatever I think is best. Decent amount of summons. Assuming he doesn't have Diaochan if he's level, whatever. Oh, yeah. He says it's a lucky account. Kind of lucky. I'd say normal lucky. So link, so 1, 2, 3, 6. All right, we'll take this to 162. Do you know what animal year it is? No. We don't get frozen broccoli. I get my broccoli from Smith's, which is like the Kroger's supermarket near my house. He said his first ancient he ever pulled and his first normal he ever pulled were both IAX on this account. That's pretty cool. It's the year of the horse. Oh. I take creatine every day, yeah. So I just heard from the guy whose account we were trying to log off of, his son was playing the game. That's why. Shadow is asking me what's the purpose of pity manipulation? To get an extra legendary, basically. You know you're guaranteed here. If you don't pull her early, you're guaranteed her on the 200th summon. So what you want to do is not waste your pity on the limited, since you know you can get them at a guaranteed moment, assuming you don't hit early. So you'll see here, we headed into this with 6 pity, right? 6 pulls towards pity. We don't hit early. There's no world Rosalia's worth of soul stone. That's insane. Normal heroes don't get soul stones, guys, unless they're truly, completely transformative. And I never would do it. So hopefully, just for teaching purposes, we don't hit early. All right, let's see. So, okay, right now we've done 152 pulls on this banner. Do another one. Okay, so he did the 2. That put him at 6 pity. Now, wow, new scorch. Now I've done 160, so he's at 166, right? We know at this point we're going to hit her at some point in the next 38 summons, and we're already at 166. We're almost at pity. So instead of wasting that pity on her when we know she's guaranteed, we're going to go ahead and use it over here. I don't know if the Game of Thrones is coming. So now we use the pity over here. No reason to use it on Diaochan since we're so close to getting her guaranteed anyway. We're going to pop in here. New harpoon. Now we get, look at that, a brand new Ireless. Now this account actually is goated lucky, the best healer in the game. And you essentially got her as you march towards Diaochan instead of using that pity and risk hitting Diaochan early, in which case there wouldn't be basically a free Diaochan waiting for you in 38 summons, right? So now we go over here. Now it's up to you I don't know if you're going to spend money or whatever. Personally, it depends. So what we could do now, because we're at 162, if we take this to 199, that'd be 30 more summons towards Pity, and you'll have about 100 summons left. That's not enough to guarantee you, but I will say by the time this banner's over, you would be able to hit. So what I would do here, and I think you should just do this, so just listen to me. Yeah, you can definitely put Soulstones into Ezerith. I've been thinking about doing it. I just want to see if I pull some copies. We're going to take this to 199, so now we've built another 37 pulls towards Pity. If we went the whole way to 200, we'd just be wasting those 37 pulls towards Pity, because like there's no Pity we're building towards if we were about to be guaranteed Diaochan, which would reset our Pity. So we take it up here, and now we can go use it on the other banner again. And by the time you hit on the other banner, you'll be able to come back to Diaochan and guarantee her in a single pull. So we haven't wasted any Pity. It's like perfectly manipulated, you know? So that's why we do this. So we're going to try to hit now. Even if we don't, once we do the rebate and everything, we'll be very close, and he'll definitely get there before the banner ends, and then he'll get his free Diaochan. Let's do like this. Nice. That'll probably bring us to Pity with those rewards too. Yeah, we're definitely hitting now. All right, wish them luck, guys. We're definitely gonna hit. There we go. All right, perfect. Come on. God, we did it again. The last pull of the day, again, we did it. So now we get Rosalia working towards her just like we wanted to. And then for all that effort, we only built pity and then used it on the Rosalia banner. That's how we got the 1 miss and then we got the progressive hit. And all we have to do now to get, essentially, we're just getting Diaochan for 1 summon, right? Because all the pulls on her banner, we're just building pity and tally simultaneously when we actually got our hits on the other banner. So that's why it's valuable. All right, he wants to do the divines now. There's your Diaochan. So yeah, that's how it goes. Let's see how lucky we can get. We got 9 divines. All right, last try. Do we have any coming into this? No, we were on a fresh one with a Fenris and no dice. But hey, we got the Rosalia, we got the Diaochan, really, and we got the Ireless. Insanely productive. Very good stuff. All right, up now. Please don't log in yet. We've got Seamus, which is pretty good because we're on the VPN already. So this should be easy. Except Seamus's account is being annoying. Seamus, if you're there. It's making me log in. Seamus, get ready, please. I think you're gonna have to approve this. Click 12, Seamus. All right, we're in. Am I doing polls tomorrow too? Yeah, for sure. Pierre's my most wanted unit. All right, let's do Seamus's summons now. So reminder, after Seamus, we've got Exabo, John, Moon Knight, Sosajal, Social, Raven, Ethan, Killer Hope, Archie, Arachi, Araki, Loudoff, Melville, Trey, Grits, Son. I'm also realizing I don't even know if Trey signed up. I always just assume he signs up because he always signs up, but I don't actually see him here. Oh no, there he is. Duh. Okay. Said do not pull for Diaochan, right? All right, we're all in for these girls. We want to get one copy of each. Let's go. Wish them luck. Would I ever do account takeovers? I do at least one account takeover every single day. I've done literally, if you count individual pieces of content as its own takeover, I've done thousands of account takeovers. Also, it's not like they do in Raid. In no world did Raid ever invent account takeovers. I do account takeovers in Raid too, though, if you're interested. What's up, Lee? How you doing, buddy? Cultist Abyss team possible? Literally in no way. Nothing could be less relevant for Abyss than Cultist. I'm glad you're enjoying the game, man. Enjoying the game. That's cool. All right, there's a hit, slightly early. Come on. Come on. Wow, if you had to miss, Beelzebub is quite the miss. That is crazy. Congratulations. Incredible. Top 5 non-lord. Ooh, very likely we're gonna get one of them. Velisse. No time for cinematics today, guys. Velisse with them thighs, though. Hot character for sure. He's all in for getting a Rosalia copy too. That does end our progressive, but we hit at least 2 more times. Hopefully 3 or 4. What's up, Vice? We're doing good, George. How you doing? I'm a little stressed about how long this is taking. We're only a third of the way done. Everyone just has so many summons now. When we used to these polls parties, yeah, sometimes 15 or 20 people would sign up, but most people would have 80 to 200 pulls. But now everyone has 500 pulls at least. Which is cool. We're going to end up doing just an ungodly amount of summoning, but I feel my day getting eaten at. Worst A1, A3, A5 in the game? I can't really think off the top of my head. Hearts' A5 is pretty terrible. Zealatu's A5 is absolutely horrible. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, is it Pierre? I think Pierre's A5 is pretty awful too. No. Well, kind of. It's not that great. Maybe there'll be some specific PvP case for that. There's someone else I'm thinking of that's newish or was just on Raid Up that has a bad A5. I can't think of who it is. Maybe is it Velisse, maybe? No. I just was reading an A5 the other day, and it was so bad. It was like a very, very mediocre heal on a DPS. What are the chances? 20% every single pull. Well, it's more like 18.5%. It just goes, the progressive's gone. It just goes back to the normal rates. The progressive only triggers once. Both in 30. That is very good luck. You might be the winner of the day. There we go. Slightly early. Come on now. You only trigger once. That's how it's done, baby. We're out of here. Seamus with the luck. If you hate Seamus, let us know in the chat. Luckiest boy in town. All right, up now we've got Exabo. Let's see what server he's on. He looks like he's French. Why can't I find him? Exabo. I'm blind? There we go. Yeah, normal version. Sweet! This is great. We're getting all the European accounts at once. Give me a second here, Seamus. I take powder. Nutricost. Take about 10 to 12 grams a day. $20 divines on a chance. I don't know. Do whatever you want with divines. Divines suck. Until they start doing good 2x by 20x again, which they just don't do. Who cares about divines? That's how I feel. Do whatever you want. Have fun. Lee says, oh, that was Seamus? Congrats, revoked. GG's gone. All right, level 67 account. That's always fun. Exabo says... pull everything using all diamonds, pity manipulation. I prefer to pull 100 on Diao. Okay. Could use... Oh, by the way, guys, I can actually tell you this. Guan Yu is confirmed. He's a tactician they got on the Chinese server. He's confirmed to be coming to the global server. One of the mods told us that, like, from Moonton. I don't know anything more than that, but he is confirmed. Sorry, that Chinese New Year comment made me want to mention that. Velisse, want to go for Neza during to you. Okay. What's the pity at? Did he tell me the pity? You have a lot of around 130. Well, I need to know what it actually is. Around doesn't help us, guys. Regulus 2, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 20. You definitely are not at 130. So 20, 40, 50. Your pity's at 50. So if we do 100 pulls here, that would be 152. And your pity would be at 150. Yeah, but it won't be. So you said it'd be 130 after I pull 100. It'll be 150 after I pull 100. I don't think he's for Chinese New Year because we would know already if there was a limited coming next week. The rumors are it's nays off for the Chinese New Year. There's a Naza show on Netflix. That's interesting. Yeah, she's crazy in Conquer. Imagine if you had her A3. All right, we'll stop here because you don't like risking stuff. We're at 140 right now for Diao because we came into this with 50 and I just did another 90. So let's switch over because he doesn't want to risk it. I hope you get Pierre for your birthday, Tanner. There we go. We hit slightly early actually, so nice that we moved. We hit at like in the 170s there. That's kind of crazy. There is a Virna, a cheeky Virna. Not too shabby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more pity. So we're at 7. We'll take this to, so it's gonna be another 57 plus, we'll be at 64 once we do this. There is a Pulse Party for Pierre. You can find the link in some of my more recent YouTube videos or on the Pulse Party section of my Discord. Maybe Seamus or Vice want to drop the Pulse Party channel link to the Discord. All right, let's do 7 singles. I think I'm going to stop here at 97 just to accommodate his risk aversion. So we're going to be at 62 right now. Very likely 85% chance we're going to hit Velisse or Rosalia on this next one. By the way, guys, if you weren't here earlier when I told you about it, oh, I never finished my thought about Raid before. I'll cycle back to that. But after we do all these viewer pulls, and we have a lot of viewer pulls still to do, we're going on my account, and I might summon 200,000 diamonds. I'm pretty all in for A3 on both of these girls. So I'm gonna pull at least 20 legendaries, I think. All right, here we go. Let's see who we get. 85% chance it's one of the girls. That's gonna be Velisse, baby. Question is she new or not? She is new, so he wants A1 on both of these. You're gonna have to get very lucky to get A1 on both of these guys. Okay, next pull's Diaochan. That's brutal, Snow River, sorry. With this many summons, we would expect, I guess, between 5, probably on average 5 or 6 more legendaries. On average, probably 5. So, can we hit 3 times in 5? Would be insanely lucky. Every time we have a 40, just under a 40% chance, about a 37% chance to hit one of the raid ups. So, you're gonna have to get very lucky here if you want to get 1 more copy of Velisse and 2 copies of Rosalia. You just want some A0? All right, let's see if we get Rosalia. Guys, I know people want Rosalia, but stop getting disappointed about Velisse dupes. Velisse is insanely powerful and has very good awakenings. The little lag, right? I gotta wait a second to click here. I gotta wait, look, I'm clicking 5 times before that goes through. I'm clicking 5 times here. It slows us down so much. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that badly, but I think people should definitely not expect it to be that good. Best case scenario will be like kicks in at 90, guaranteed at 100 or 110. Realistically, somewhere in the mid-hundreds, I think would be very fair. Also, Lee, can you shoot me a DM, actually, now that I see that you're here? Because someone's messaging me about something and I could use your advice. You almost never use Velisse? I don't know what you're doing, dude. There you go. Could it be easier? Could it be easier? Our luck for people today getting Rosalia is unmatched. There's no way another content creator's having this luck. We have got her for everyone. We're like 7 for 7. This is outrageous. They would never, ever, ever do at 500. That would be like, that would make people quit the game out of principle. That would be a marketing disaster. All right, John, you are up. Don't log in yet, please. Don't log in yet, Exabo. Actually, I can log you out quickly. Let's actually see, if you don't mind, John, let's see if the person after John, Moon Knight, are you on the normal server? No, both are US. Okay, I'm gonna log into my account. Whatever this is, Epic account, don't care. I'm gonna turn off the VPN, guys, so the stream will likely buffer for the next 20 or 30 seconds. Velisse does not need Ezreath at all. She can ult cycle faster and she helps him, but she doesn't need him at all. She's insane. All right, let's close out of this. I'm about to turn off the VPN, so just get ready. Just refresh. We're back. Just refresh, everyone. Okay, cool. Up now, we've got John. Are you there, John? We got John, and then we've got Moon Knight. I need these guys to answer. All right, John's ready. And looks like Moon Knight's ready too. John, I need the code, please. I got the code. We are 8 for 8 today. 8 for 8. I think our record, we went 12 for 12, a perfect stream once with no login issues. It is going to be hard with Moon Knight because he doesn't know if it's capitalized and he's saying he can't log into the game. Us is gonna do this hokey bullshit. Oh my god. All right, we're in for John. Oh my god, these pop-ups make me feel physically ill. Oh, by the way, what I wanted to say is if you guys like summons, I'm doing so many summons after this on Twitch, up to like, I'd say at least 20 legendaries on my main, I don't know why I'm saying main account, on my account for Watcher of Realms. Also, if you're curious to check out another game, I'll drop the link. If you want to check out Raid, I'll drop the link to my other channel. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream and then make a video pulling over 1,000 void shards for Larry on the account me and Larry share, which is insane. So definitely something worth checking out. I'll drop that link. I also have like the most generous download code in Raid. So if you've ever even considered it at all, you're getting 4 broken ass units for free immediately with my link. I like designed the link myself, and then you can pick up 2 more legendaries. So in total, it's 3 legendaries because my link comes with a really strong one. Anyone that plays Raid will tell you in the chat, it's actually that good. And then you're going to get 2 free legendaries right away that are really good on top of the whole thing. So it's 6 free characters, 3 free legendaries. All right, John is up. John says, burn it down. Pity manipulation, Diaochan is priority. All right. Going to be kind of tight with the pity manipulation. We're going to have to get lucky. 11, 41, 71, 101. All right, let's see what we can do. We're going to take this to 160, I would say. 170. It is serious money. Yeah, it's unreal. So now we're at 130. This will make 140, right? I said we were at 101. 150. That's 160. I think we gamble and we go for the 170. Worth it. All right, sweet. We got 70 here. We're at 171 total. We might hit on this pop. We do. We hit on the first one into pity. Very good. Ronan's buying a Kraken account in Raid. Well, tell him to hit me up for pulse parties if he's down. Azor. All right. Well, that's a step towards the progressive. Disgusting. Ooh, wrong banner. Sorry, guys. Only 2. All right, we're okay. Well, there you go. Early hit anyway, so that worked out pretty well. At this point, you want it to be Diao because it's totally fresh. And of course, we get Shamir. The one time we don't hit an early Diao. So we're at 2 in, so we hit at 78. So we take this to 199. That's going to be another 121, which we can pretty comfortably... We can make this whole thing work if we don't hit early again. Let's see. The Bad Dwarves. That is a pretty cool name. We hit early again. So this is what I'm talking about. The best laid plans, right? And there she is. We'll take it. If it's going to be that early, we will take it. I think we just burned it down on the other banner. Obviously now you can see the guarantee's gone. We hit early again. The rates have been crazy. Hitting all these. If we can hit again over here, it's very likely to be one of these 2 girls. So let's see what happens. Does Velisse require specific gear? Absolutely not. I mean, Cataclysm or Soulbound Arcana would be the move. In theory, though, I think she would work in IR because her summons should count as basic attacks. I haven't actually tested that, but no reason not to just run her in Cataclysm or Soulbound Arcana. If you run her with Ezrith, you could even run her in Hell's Lament because she's going to be ulting very frequently. Like in Matrix, she can ult all the time. Lee, I DM'd you. Yeah, I mean, you just want her attack as high as possible. I mean, in certain content, you'll want some HP so she doesn't die. But frankly, once you get Lubu, she doesn't even need that much HP. I think we got a shot here. We got all the diamonds. That's perfect. Moon Knight, if you're there, let me know about that capital B or not, because you're almost up. He's typing now. There's no Sculf, you mean? I think you're thinking of it's not Sculf who auto locks, but the guy you're thinking of. No, there we go. We hit it. 85% chance. Let's go. It's not Sculf. It's Gogrin. And no, not right now. It's a glitch from when he was a fusion. Come on, please, please. Ooh, we like that. I'm on fire today. No one's acknowledging it in the chat, but we are pulling Rosalia for everyone. And it's not like everyone's got 1,500 summons. It's like 200 summons, 400 summons, 600 summons. We're hitting for everyone. Even when we're hitting Velisse first, we're still getting that sweet Rosalia. Come on. Crazy. Give me some paintbrushes. Come on. All right. Don't log in yet, John. Thank you very much. We just figured out the capitalization for Moon Knight. He just wants one copy of Rosalia and to pity manipulate. After this, we've got Social, Raven, Ethan, Killer Hope, Archie, Loudoff, Melville, Trey, Grits, Son. I'm going to move Trey to the back because I still haven't heard from him. And I know he likes going later because he works. Yeah, he needs to find little windows. So we're going to move him there. So there's your lineup. We got the code. We're in. Fasti's regretting the pulse party every time he opens the sheet. I mean, it is going to take a while, and I'll give you a little peek. This is what tomorrow looks like. Tomorrow's insane. Another 20. And I mean, the good thing is Ancients can tend to be faster, but yeah. I'm not regretting it, though. It's very fun. I mean, I think it is a lot of work and a lot of time. That's why it's like, I'm the only one, I think, one of the only creators that always does it. And I'm the first person that started doing it every week back in the day. But I think it's really important for, community building and having fun together and, doing something that's just free and fun. And we can all celebrate the luck as a group. All right, so here we go. Nocturne, so it's 1, 21, 51, 81, 93, 105, 117, 120, 123, 126, 129, 132, 135, 138, 140, 150. 150. So we're going to do 2 10 pulls here. Thank you, guys. Now we're going to switch. We'll do a 10 pull and then singles. Wow, we hit right away. Insane luck. We might have hit right before pity, because this last pull should only be kicking in pity. So let's see. Yeah, wow. Amazing luck. Fortunately, Ezrin, but we'll take that. So now we're going to get another 9 towards pity. We need to count. I would say Deez is the other person who consistently does like major pulse parties. He's been in the pulse party game a lot shorter, though. Actually, at this point, Deez has been making content for a good while. Very, very good content creator. So that's 9. So then we hit at... So it's 9 from this. So we'll do another 160 here, which would take us to 169. So we're going to bring us to 180 if we don't hit early. How many accounts did he do that? It took 5 hours, though. Wow, we hit early. Best laid plans. At this point, we want it to be Diao because it was such an early hit. It's Razak, disgusting. It's 5 more, so 55. It'll be 55. We're gonna do another 139, so 144. Say it again.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, you're listening to Fastidious.
Yeah, they heard that. I can. Sorry, I was talking to my friend, just called me on the phone. Yes, I'm muted on purpose. If you see me holding the phone like this, talking to it, you can probably assume I'm on a phone call. We hit early again. Just at this point, I mean, it's our 3rd early hit. And it's Diaochan. All right. Insane. Can't pity manipulate if you hit early every single time over and over. But the rates are insane. I guess the first one was technically not like an early hit. We should have enough summons to get a progressive hit, though. Yeah, we definitely do. Velisse and Beelzebub are already game-changing without Ezerith. I can't stress this enough. Ezerith is insane, but you don't, like, need him for so much of this stuff. No, you should definitely want him, but like... Yeah, I really hope I pull my A1 Ezerith. I've been holding off on using Soul Stones, even though I have a ton, just because I wanted to see when he got another banner, which is finally this weekend, how the luck would be. Listen. Need a guide for Velisse? What, my multiple guides on Velisse aren't enough? What do you mean? All you have to do is search my name and the character on YouTube, and almost every character has some kind of guide on them. That's what happens when you've covered the new release of every single hero since the game came out. All right, let's hit. Come on, let's hit. Now the rates are turning off on us. I love Beelzebub, yeah. Is it possible to add 4 raid pity remnants? I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. You mean for the summoning? I don't like the new tank more than Cadgrim, but for certain content, he'll be better. It depends. There's Kai. That's crazy. So this is the second time today we've had to go to the third legendary. All but guaranteed now. Remnants doesn't have pities? Oh, that's what you mean? I thought it had pity. Oh, you mean to my website? Remind me next week and I can add it. Sure. Just tag me in my website chat next week and I'll add it. I didn't know what you meant. Sorry. I think he means on the site, Waylander. Quick reminder, guys, we got to keep it moving. So after this, we have got... Oh, this is the wrong one. After this, we have got Social, Raven, Ethan, Killer, Hope as the next bunch. You got A2 Eris as in you pulled 3 copies of Eris, or did you pull 1 legendary and it wasn't Rosalia, it was Eris? Van Helsing is better than Nyx for most content. Pity counter's coming, we just don't know when. I think in the next couple months. Oh my God. We're gonna stop at the next hit if we get a hit. Yeah, I mean, that's... So you pulled 5 legendaries and you didn't get Rosalia? I mean, that's unbelievably... My Gear Dungeon 1 guide? Yeah, right when it came out, I released it. Gear Dungeon 2, I haven't filmed yet. I only streamed it. All right, this is basically guaranteed to be one of the 2 girls. It's Velisse. It's our 1 miss of the day so far in Rosalia, but it took us like 10 accounts. All right. Thank you, sir. On to the next. We've got Social. Why can't I find... There we go. Normal version. Okay. Guys, I'm going to turn the VPN back on, so bear with me. Guys, we're 8 likes away from 250. Let's try to get to 250 likes before this next account. Also, if the stream buffers while I turn on the VPN, please just remember to refresh and it will be fine, all right? Yeah, no worries, Moon Knight. All right. Can we go 10 for 10 on logins today? That would be exciting. So guys, refresh the stream if you're having any issue with it. We back? Let me know in the chat, guys, and then we can start. Chat, talk to me. We're back. All right, cool. So social says spend it all, try to pull Diao and Rosalia. Okay. Oh, it didn't leave this time? All right. Last time it disconnected people momentarily when I did the thing. All right, 225, pretty good shape. We're at 10 pity. All right, let's take this to 160. You got disconnected? Thank you, Viceroy. There's a new code? I haven't checked my own code section yet. What do you mean free legendary skill crystal? What code is that? So yeah, guys, you should definitely join my Discord, because the second a code goes live and we have it, we share it on the promo code section. I won't be able to share this until I film after the stream, right? All right, so that brings us to 160 total. Do we risk it? I think we don't. This, yeah, because then we would blow it. So we're going to basically waste a 10 pull here to be safe. Then it will bring us to 180. Now we're going to single pull. This is the way. With this few summons, we don't want to risk our one chance, you know? It's like paying, whatever, 880 diamonds or 10 summons to guarantee it working. Divines have their own separate progressive pity, yeah. There we go. Perfect. Can you finish 124 without Ezreath? Seeing as 10,000 of us beat it before Ezreath was even in the game, I would think definitely you can. I would think you very, very easily could. There's a Velisse. Beautiful. Yeah, and with this many summons, I think you just go over here and you take your Diaochan. He said that was the priority. You can do a quick count at the end. So we could take this up 9. You'd be at 49 with like, yeah, there's no shot. We just got to take the Diao now. Glad to hear it, Zachary. All right, there's Diao. We'll take it. If you can get some more summons together, I would definitely YOLO on the other banner for Rosalia if you want to risk it. Thanks, Snow River. We actually hit her. Wait, hold on. That's crazy. We actually hit her early. We were at 190. We hit her at 191. So you got a free 9 pity there. So your pity's at 9. You can probably with rebate do about 50 more summons, maybe slightly more than that. Call it 51, so it'll be 60 total. You'd be 120 away. If you don't spend, it'll be very hard. But you could gamble here, just maybe save for next weekend if you don't have Nays off. The rumors are true. All right, thank you. Please don't sign in yet. Now we've got Raven. I really hope Raven is on, not the American one. This is horrible what they're doing to us, making us switch back and forth. All right, let's just skip Raven for 1 second to see if Ethan's not on the American one. He is. Let's check after Ethan. We could just try to smooth this out a little bit. Killer. So this is a whole run of all Americans. Let's check Archie. American. Loud off. Normal. Okay, we're gonna do loud off and then we'll go to this other run, if you guys don't mind, just because it's gonna save us 4 minutes or whatever. Let's see if he answers. We'll give him 20 seconds or so. Otherwise, we'll just go with the VPN. He's typing. All right, he's there. So yeah, if you guys don't mind, we'll do that. We're gonna move loud off, and then actually we'll do Melville, because then we have this whole run of Americans. And Melville, I can log in like 2 seconds. And I think Sun is American. I don't know about Grits, and Grits is American. Okay, so that's like a huge run. So yeah, we can, if we just knock out Loud Off and Melville right now, then we'll have only Americans left. So it will be only one more switch. All right, he thinks it's a capital R. Is this going to be our first mess up of the day? Let's see. Thanks for understanding, everyone. Waiting for the code. Loud off, you should have the code now. Oh, that's up? That shouldn't be up. I misclicked. That's up. Has that been up for a while? I guess I could in the future, but BlueStacks is very glitchy, and I would rather deal with the VPN issue and the glitchiness, and I would still have to turn on the VPN on BlueStacks, right? Like I still would I wouldn't be able to use the log in and out otherwise. Oh, Killer Hope's also not on the American server? Okay. Loud Off, what's up? God, this is taking a while, and I've got so much stuff left to do today. I'm trying to think what's the most important. I guess we can just do the 2 should you summon videos, right? I was gonna do a video about the anti-healer. I guess I can delay that a day. Damn. I can do yours tomorrow. That might help. TB, hold that thought. Ladoff, are you there? Hello? We're gonna have to skip him in a second because I'm not getting any update for 2 minutes now. He's typing. All right, moment of truth. I'm a little nervous about this capital R, but let's see. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. That's why I told people to send me the picture. The streak ends there. That was pretty fast, at least. And we are in. All right, we did it. Only first big hiccup of the day, but it wasn't that big of a hiccup. It's okay. Everything on Rosalia and Velisse. Rosalia is the target. Okay. No diamonds at all. Could not have less diamonds. Let's see the summons. I think you gave me the wrong account, dude. Unless you're trolling. Now it's a big hiccup. Unless he just wants divines, maybe? Nope. What's going on? This count literally has 0 summons. And he summoned 10 hours ago. Yeah, I think this guy is not going today. All right, so that's our first big issue of the day. That I've never seen that before. Literally 0 summons. All right, Killer Hope is ready. All right, we're getting a little cooked again here. I think it was probably just a mistake. Maybe he forgot that he drunkenly pulled or something. I don't know. All right, we're having another issue. Killer Hope is typing. I'm gonna try to resend this. All right. I need to check if there's a typo in this. All right, we're having huge issues now. He's saying he's not receiving a code in the mail. I don't really know what to do, guys. I apologize. Thanks for sticking with me, those of you that are still here. I've told him 3 different times to check spam, of course. I've already done it twice. I'm not doing it again because then it deletes the old code. On the Asian server, you'd have to like download with a VPN or something. But yeah. What's going on? He's typing. We might skip all these guys. Let's see. It's not on my end at all. It has to be on his end. All right, we're done with that. Well, this was a huge bust here. All right, we're gonna have to VPN this again. Okay, if it disconnects, guys, please just refresh. what are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with here? All right, up now we've got Raven. And we end this skid of the stream completely stalling out. All right. And just like that, we're so back. Is there any reason to level Rosalia's basic? Absolutely. During her ultimate, all those hits are basic attacks. It's insanely important. All right, we're back, guys. We only lost 40 viewers. If you're still here and you want to support, make sure to like the stream. All right, we are here for Raven now, and Raven says... Hit one, okay. Got it. Tons of summons. So he wants to do pity manipulation and then progressive. If it's Rosalia, stop. If it's not Rosalia, go all in until we get a copy of Rosalia. All right, we're at 7 here. Let's take this to 160. I mean, unless I'm wrong about her basic. You might be right. Hold on. You could be right. I thought it would be a damage boost. Nope. It's 20% more damage. Oh, that's Velisse. I'm sorry, stupid. Sorry. No, you're right. You don't need that at all. Good point. I'm sorry. Thanks for checking me on that. You're right. I don't know why I thought it was a damage multiplier. So quick reminder, after Raven, we've got Ethan, Archie, Grits, Sun, Trey. Wow, we have so many accounts left. Oh my God. There we go. Early hit. Let's see. Ireless dupe. We'll take that every day of the goddamn week. Holy moly. Congrats. 939. So we hit at 71. Yeah, so that will be 128. You know, guys, I might have to delay my summons, if that's okay with everyone. I'm gonna have to do my summons at a different time, maybe on Sunday, because this is going too long. I hope you understand. And death saves. She's the bomb. All right, let's just get that Rosalia right away. Tomorrow at like noon Eastern, about 10 a.m. my time, 6 p.m. European. All right, come on, baby. Show us Rosalia. Let's just get her on the first try. Save us some time. Come on now. Lyra, the newly buffed Lyra. Very good awakenings. All right, let's get that Diao. That good Diao. Very cool. All right, so we are 85% chance the next one is one of these two girls. He really wants Rosalia. And frankly, so do I, because then we can save him a lot of summons. Good news is the pity manipulation lined up very well, right? So this could be a perfect session if we can snag this Rosalia that he wants. If you have like a lot of money or stuff saved up, I would go for A3 on Rosalia and A1 on Pierre. That's what I'm doing. All right, bright and early. Come on now. Please, please, please. Show me watercolors on her taters. Ah, Velisse. I love Velisse, but he didn't want Velisse. I just DM'd you. It's okay. I'll go. We're gonna go for 2 more legendaries for him, and then I'll hand the reins over to Raven. Got a fat sack of diamonds here, though. GG. It's a content creator level of diamonds. Quick reminder, up next, we've got Ethan, Archie, Grit's son, Trey. And we'll throw Killer Hope and Melville in there at some point. We need Killer Hope to figure out the login. Melville, we already did. I logged in on the side. There's a video. Yeah, it's linked in the video I just posted the other day. Look at the Diaochan video. It's linked in the description. Or just search Pity Manipulation Fastidious and it'll be the first hit. Okay. Hello, baby. There we go. Come on. I'm ready for her. I'm ready. Oh, you got a mod here? Vice, can you find that Pity Manipulation for Dummies video and share it? Please. Twin Fiend hitting that Lord. We're gonna go for one more legendary here. Ooh, double! There it is! Another Lyra? All right, we're gonna hand the reins over to Raven. That's crazy. Great double, but wow, what the heck? All right, up now we've got Ethan. All right, Ethan, I need the code, please. All right, we are in. After Ethan, we've got, we'll do Archie, Grits, Son, Killer Hope, Melville, Trey. All for Rosalia. Okay. For multiple copies or just the one copy? And no pity manipulation then? Oh yeah. Well, for sure. This is not a huge amount of summons. This is what we got to do. We'd be lucky to get one legendary, to be honest, unless you already have some pity built up. A lot of single pulls. Looks like we've got a shot here. Decent amount of pity built up. Pity's at 114. Okay, we are guaranteed to hit. We're still going to have to get very lucky. This first hit's going to have an 18.5% chance to be Rosalia. Congrats, Mark. That's really nice. And we did hit. That's probably the pity. Come on now. Get him that Rosalia. First try. 18.5% chance. And we got it. We're back. We're so back, baby. We are so back. Congratulations, Ethan. Up now, we've got Archie. I like that angle. Very nice. Beautiful. It's too easy. All right, code please. Just gonna get some ibuprofen. My knee's hurting. I'll be back in 20 seconds. All right. I come back to the code. That's what I was hoping. And we're in, baby. Silky smooth. We're so back. By the way, guys, for people that want to watch the raid stream tomorrow, we're up to 1,200 void shards. Locked and loaded. All right, so for Archie, he says A1 if possible, pull everything. No pity manipulation? Or that's just Larry's account? No Diaochan, okay. Trying to get 2 copies. That's one way to do it, hitting on literally our first 10 pull. First time today. I don't know. I'm going all in on Pierre, but I also have Velaro. I don't know. Well, that's easy. It's going to be a lot easier to get A1 when we got A0 on our first summon. Literally our first summon. Holy crap. Perform 1 summon. Yeah, that's literally what we did. Crazy. Pierre's very good. Exactly how good, you know, you never know till they're live in the game. He's definitely a top tier ancient exclusive. Is he Velaro level? I'd be surprised if he's Velaro level. Is he the next level down? Absolutely. Could he be he could be the second best after Velaro? It's definitely possible. I mean, it all depends on new content that's coming and blah. Well, this account is completely rigged. This account's insane. 30 pulls, 2 legendaries. If this is her, he just had the best summoning day of the day. Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. He came in with a bunch of summons. He was ready to pull it all for A1 Rosalia. It took 30 summons. 3-0. That's why you got to let me pull for you guys. This is nuts. Our rates today have been insanity. That is insane. Yeah, God bless this account for sure. Holy moly. Let's see that paint on the titty. There you go, folks. What more do you need to see? What more do you need to see? That is outrageous. And we're done. You already DM'd me. Thank you. All these summons saved up. Literally, this is all it took. Actually, was it 40? My bad. It was 40. But boom. Boom. Done. Dev account confirmed. All right, Grits, you are up. Give me a second, Archie. Just need that code, Grits. So we're getting towards the end now. We've got Grits. Then it's going to be Sun, Killer Hope, Melville, and Trey. Quite the stream today, folks. It's a lot of accounts. Huge amount of summons on this account. Stop at A1 Rosalia. Are we doing pity manipulation or no? Looks like we are. You've already done 50 summons. All right, so we're at 6. So we hit at 44. So if I take this to 199, that would be 155. All right. Yeah, 155. If we can go the whole way. Well, there you go. Back to back for him. He hit the numero the last one. Now let's see what we pulled him. You definitely just want this to be Diaochan at this point. A brand new Shamir. New is good. So that's 3 more. So we hit at 57. So it's going to be 142. Does that sound right? Yeah, it'd be 142. Why am I rushing? Because I've been streaming for 3 hours and we still have 4 more accounts. I'm also not rushing. Just going fast. Night Shadow. It's 3:22 and I still have to film 3 videos today, you know? And I was planning on having a life tonight, so. Oh, I'm pulling Rosalia early because I care about my viewers. I want to get all my viewers Rosalia as fast as possible, so there's something nice to look at. The next Valara banner? Absolutely, we do not. Not anytime soon, I'd think. I would be shocked if Pierre performed better in Hell's Lament. I'd be completely shocked. He does not ult frequently enough. Six, 7, 8, 400 pulls, and you got a Lord, 3 rate ups, and an Aurum. Yeah, I would say that's completely and utterly god tier. You had 1 bad pull in 400 pulls, and you hit, am I counting this right? 5 legendaries, including a Lord. God tier luck. All right, let's head back over here. So we're at 142, I said, right? We'll do 4 10 pulls, and if we don't hit, then we'll do some singles. What's up, Vikes? 3. Got 1 more. Ooh, we hit a little early. That's nice. Cratch. That they did us dirty. They cratched us. We got cratched. All right. We just finished the playlist too, which is saying something because the playlist is 2 hours and 40 minutes and I've paused it multiple times. All right. Well, there's our Diaochan. We got tons of summons left. Once A1 Rosalia. Easier said than done, but we'll see. Oh, it locks it in. Oh, that's actually a great point. I didn't think about how the snapshot would work with that it would be permanent. I'm not summoning today. We don't have enough time. I'm probably going to do my summons for these banners on Sunday, I think. Tomorrow, I'll definitely do my ancient summons, though. Tomorrow, we have a ton of accounts, but ancients obviously are faster because people don't have... Not every single account is going to have, 400 to 1,000 ancients lying around. No worries, Ethan. Noma, my god. 3rd time today. It's taken till the 3rd legendary, but we did hit a Lord. That's pretty fun. The goddess herself. Are Neza Awakenings good? Yes. All right, come on. Over a 99% chance we're getting one of the girls. Am I real? Yeah, I'm real. I'm also live multiple times a month. There you go. You hit it, baby. That's going to be the A0. He wants A1. Let's see if we can snag another. At least we hit the progressive 50-50. It's a cool intro for sure. No worries, dude. Thanks for checking in, Sick Dope. Just trying to help everybody out as much as we can. For example, we got to get another Rosalia right here. A1. Velisse, we'll take it. We'll take it. 2 banner units. He wants A1, though. Let's keep going. I mean, Nezah's a better hero than Rosalia, so... Also, yeah, I mean... It's all about what you prioritize, dude. Absolutely, I do. Of course, Rosalia's going to be used. Rosalia's meta for like 4 different pieces of content. Yeah, the Anora one's a little much, I think. Definitely makes the toddler go, what? Nothing makes the toddler go, what? Like the Anora cinematic. There's a sweet little Arlo, thank God. Now we know our luck's turning. All right, come on, baby. Let's see it. Come on, let's go. Ooh, Kaneza, I'm not watching. I don't even want to see her. Double? I was hopeful. 37K left. Are you all in for this? You want me to keep going? Magda's good in Malric, sure. I use Malric in my Abyss team. I have a whole guide on it. You can just go watch it. He's literally in my personal Abyss team. Avalanche. Cellcath. Beatrix is insane, of course. I seem off? I couldn't feel more like myself today. I mean, I'm a little tired because the stream's running long and I'm stressed out about other work, but no, man. All right, have a good one, Fraggle. 12,000 in Nightmare 4. I mean, 12,000's like, don't take this the wrong way, but that's a pretty poor score, right? Abyss is much harder than Nightmare 4, and you're just getting like the second chest, I think. Like you're not even a quarter of the way to the top chest, which is frankly fairly easy. I mean, a lot of people can get 50k in Nightmare 4 and can't get better than 5k in Abyss, right? Some people can't even do that. Yelling at the top. I mean, when we've had good stuff, I'd rewind 25 minutes when we hit those 2 Rosalias and 40 summons. Let's see what we can get here. I mean, I don't fake my reactions. If they get me properly excited, I react appropriately as I see it, as it makes me feel, right? Pharisee's a cool pull. It's a dupe Pharisee. I'm not going to scream about that. It's you? Yeah, I mean, Abyss is freaking hard. It's a whole different monster. Rates have been great. Yeah. I mean, it's tough on accounts like this where they're hunting for like many copies. But then for one guy, we did 40 summons and hit twice and got out of there. Not even, yeah, so that's part of the other thing, right? Like healing is such a more significant component in Abyss. Healing and putting out damage reduction and stuff like that. Any way to mitigate the incoming damage. He says we should stop now. All right. Should we do one more? Happy with the one? Okay, we're gonna stop there. Very lucky rates at the beginning. Definitely slowed down at the end. Some solid off-banner pulls though after we slowed down. Okay, up now we've got Sun. Sun is up. We got Sun, then Killer Hope, then Melville, then Trey. All right, Fraggle, have a good night, dude. All right, let's get onto Sun's account now. Home stretch here, folks. Oh, you're not weird. I mean, you're entitled to how you feel. But yeah, I mean, I always just react the way I naturally react. I'm not going to fake a reaction. We're just pulling a huge quantity of summons, so each individual legendary doesn't feel as special. Unless it's like a really, really lucky thing or really big hit. Like when we hit the double, when we hit the 2 and 40, all that kind of stuff. When we hit those crazy random legendary lords, that's always fun. Abyss 5k is better than Nightmare 4. I would say no, not at all. I mean, maybe if your whole guild is downing Abyss, but there's no reason not to do both. What's up, Dylan? How you doing? All right, let's see. What are we doing here for Mr. Sun? Decent chunk of summons. The plan is... Why am I so blind today? Where is his name? There we go, Sun. All the rares. Okay. We'll save the diamonds. We'll pull all the rares. Are we doing Diaochan? I'm okay. I mean, you already have the A2. Okay. I would go for the A3, personally. I am going for the A3. I think you have enough summons to justify it, but okay. All the rares for Rosalia, I'm assuming. Rosalia to A2, congratulations. Gray bar. The gray bar is my nemesis. Wow, early hit though. We'll definitely take that. Let's hit her right now. I would definitely not Soulstone for A3. There's a cheeky hot sit. We love pulling hot sit off banner. People don't know because they equalized the rates like a year and a half ago. But back in the day, hot sit was so rare. She individually was rarer than each legendary lord individually. And she had her own bucket. We called it the ultra rare hot sit bucket. It's always fun to see her get snagged up. You got another Rosalia. Congratulations, Ethan. To make more units feel more exclusive, I guess. Quick reminder, after Sun, we've got Killer Hope, Melville, and Trey. Rosalia A1 is going to be very nice for Arena, for AoE Arena. Otherwise, it's going to be slightly irrelevant in some content. Hot Sit was one of your first legendaries? That's an insane first legendary. I'm also very hungry. I haven't gotten to eat yet today. It's already almost 4 p.m. There are no good free VPNs. Proton's like the only decent one, and every time you're still gambling if you're gonna hit the Netherlands or not or whatever. I'm probably gonna have a sponsorship with NordVPN that's like dirt cheap. If you want to wait for that, that should be coming in the next week or two. I personally use Nord. You can see I've got it right here. It's very good, very easy to use. An interesting thing with Rosalia is once you get her A5, then her A1 becomes way more relevant. Because her A1's about getting a boost every time she's deployed, and her A5 makes her redeployment time 30 seconds. So you can just kind of cycle her on and off, on and off. But yeah, the A5 kind of fully unlocks that A1 for a lot of content. Though if you ran like a Volca, you could probably already get some use, and maybe even in Malric for certain strategies, you could already get use cycling her. But I just don't think it'd be very common. All right, let's go. Let's see. My first legendary was Cratch too. On both my Watcher Realms accounts, the original one I had when I tested the game and the one here that you guys know, Cratch was my first legendary on both. There she is, baby. There she is, baby. Our millionth Rosalia of the day. The Rosalia rates on this stream are something special. Pretty good stuff. All right, you want to keep going or stop there? Yuri and Salas are fantastic. Do Diao? Okay. Now he wants to go to Diaochan. So we got one pity, so we'll take this. Oh, well, let's just hit her back to back. Take a cheeky Helga. That's entirely free. We were at one pity. We're heading in with 8 now. We'll take this to 170 and we'll be at 168. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta turn the screen off for 1 second. All right, we're back. Thank you for your patience. A2. I mean, you can go for the A3 if you want. Seems like you're a spender. There's no real hurt in doing that. We hit early, 20 early, 20 before we were going to switch. My God. I know I just pulled 2 for you. I remember it. We got 2 and 40. Lord Phineas. I mean, it's a good pull. We still manipulate here. Is it worth it? Probably not. I don't think we should. 6. So we hit at 44, so it would be 55. We can. It's up to you. Do you want to pity manipulate or not? Let me know, please. He says, nah. Okay. Well, then these early hits are pretty nice. All right. So after this, we got Killer Stroke. Killer Hope, excuse me. There is going to be Diao. All right, there we go. GG. All right, guys, I'm going to have to turn the VPN on in a second. A0 bout. I mean, it depends on the content, but for most content, by a literal mile. Or for guild boss, of course, not even close. Assuming you have them both skilled up and everything. Well, I shouldn't say it's not even close. That's a little bit BS. If you've got really good gear for Rivenhald and you got them both skilled up, there's probably certain ways you could make Rivenhald better. I kind of take that back. But in general, for the normal player, it's definitely Diao. Okay, let's close out of that. I'm going to turn the VPN on, guys, so please bear with me. We're in the home stretch here. All right, thank you, Killer Hope, for the patience. He got it sorted out. He had to turn off his, like, security lock thing. He says it's working now. Why do I have to connect to a VPN? Because I'm changing clients. So this is the international client. So I have to be outside of the US to use it because we're about to go on accounts for international players. They made a change like a month ago. It's pretty annoying. Johanna. All right, we got the code. And we're in, baby. All right, 3 accounts left, folks. All right, Killer Hope says... 1 Rosalia. You're not... I mean, unless you have a huge amount of summons. Well, you do have a... That's actually a lot of diamonds. You can go for A3 if you're feeling up to it after these summons, but I think for now, let's just go for the 1 copy. So he wants Pity Manipulation. Let's see. Quick reminder to like the stream, guys. We're only 3 likes away from 300. Be pretty cool. All right, so we're at Fresh Pity. Get after it. He says he wants to stop at 130 to 140 pulls to be safe. Because he doesn't want to... He hit early on a Nora. So we'll stop at 130 then. If we don't hit early. It couldn't be less redundant, man. They serve completely different roles. Diaochan is 6 cost. Diaochan is a platform unit. Diaochan has full potential max inspiration at all times. Rivenhold has lesser inspiration that gets stronger when he ults. He's much more expensive, and he's a ground unit. They're completely different. So, like, there's a reason literally no one uses Rivenhold in Arena, and literally everyone uses Diaochan on almost... Most people use her on all 3 teams, you know? Rivenhold's still great, but he's a lot more specific. Diaochan's used in every single piece of content, basically. It's not close. Like, I love Rivenhold, but Diaochan's the best normal hero in the game. She's required. It's not redundant in the slice. There you go. You hit early. Everyone hits early. Anyone that wants to be safe, you're going to end up hitting even earlier, which I guess is really nice. I mean, you hit in like 70 summons. And there is a new Maw. Enjoy the BP. And now we can do the 130 thing you wanted to do, because we hit there, which means we hit at 67. So it's going to be 132. It's almost exactly what you wanted. I mean, buddy, check the top scores of all of the Abyss 1 scores, of all of the APOC scores. I mean, are you seeing Rivenhold or are you seeing Diaochan? She's used everywhere. Don't ask a question and then argue with the entire chat who's giving you the wisdom we've picked up over playing this game nonstop for months or years. It's not close. I love Rivenhold, but there's like a very select couple places you would ever use him over Diaochan. It's like Gear Raid 2, Matrix, kind of the end of the sentence. And you still would, a lot of people would still use Diaochan in the other side of Matrix. Some progression content, but like, it's not close. What's up, Rajan? How you doing, buddy? How many voids are you gonna do? Yeah, Orum's the goat. Orum's the true goat. Another early hit. That's insane. I guess this is how early he wants to hit. We're trying to get to 132. We hit like 110. Hope it's not her. Amazing pull. Dupe Numera, that's basically free. We will still grab these 19 plus. I get to do my least favorite thing in the world, which is the single pulls. I hate single pulling 9 times in a row. The lag is just bane of my existence. Neza and Valara aren't completely different, but they are definitely different enough that you're going to want both, right? Neza deals physical damage, Valara deals magic damage. They do share esotericist, but Neza has all these other single target abilities, and he's a nightmare as well. Valara's an arbiter. I mean, they're the two best non-lord DPS in the game. They're really the two best DPS period in the game. You want both. All right, let's get him some luck. Let's get him that Rosalia. He said he really wants Rosalia. Sorry, Watcher. My brain's not working. I was confusing like the Kagiri, Sun Wukong factions. Can you slot for progression? They're the two best units in the game. All right, let's see who we got. Really early hit here. Perfection. We've done it. We have done it. There's this Diaochan. He wants to rip some divines to try to get A1. He's got 15. He's going to have to get insanely lucky. You got the merch box. Congratulations. The additional 10, I actually am announcing in my video later today, but the reason I didn't announce it is because there was an issue with those shipments, so those people just got 2,000 W gold instead, unfortunately. But you'll hear more about that later today. You shouldn't be mad pulling Neza twice. You should be praying to Jesus Christ or Allah or whatever. I don't know, Jehovah's Witness-y thing or something. I mean, that's broken luck. Neza's better than Rosalia. All right, we got to get one hit here. Come on. Frickin' Mari cinematic. Who thought that was a fun idea? Yeah, Neza is maybe the single most versatile. There we go. Single most versatile hero in this entire game for DPS. He probably is, more so than Valara. Zealous, we love Zealous. Post-buff Zealous is insane. I have one last chance here. No dice. All right. Thank you very much, Killer Hope. Let's see, he's typing. But we did hit that cheeky Rosalia. I'd just stop here and be happy. You could spend a little money on divines, plus you should have 2 in the spiritual altar. But yeah, we got that Rosalia quick. Pity manipulation actually worked out perfect in the end with that random last second hit right before. Pretty good stuff. All right, thank you guys, or thank you, Killer Hope. We got 2 more accounts and we don't have to do any more transfers again. So let's go here. I should have the VK open somewhere. Where's my VK? Okay, perfect. Going on to Melville's account now. Nope. What is that? I just clicked here. Don't be cute with me. So we're wrapping up with our 2 most summoned for accounts ever, Melville and Trey. I got a message, Trey. So these are the 2 accounts that whenever I pull, they pull, basically. Cannot type. All right, Melville says 5 into rare and pity. Diao and pity me up at least 1 copy of Rosalia. All right, we'll do that. Hopefully we hit her on the first try. All right, we're at 5 pity, so we'll take this to 160. Fat stack of summons for Melville right now. He's been stocking up. All right. Very early hit. We don't mind it if it's going to be that early. Let's see who it is. And that's going to be a Cerberus. Cerberus is one of the most forgotten about heroes in this game. They have just let him turn into nothing. He is a shell of his formerly relevant self. Kind of insane. Unbelievable, really. Cerberus had a moment where he was so relevant, right? He was on the best Conqueror team in the game. He was on the best AoE Arena team in the game. And now he is nothing. I'm going for Rosalia A3, yeah. I am. I have a huge amount of summons, though. Also, if it's going rough, I can switch to Divines, where I have 89 Divines. But yeah, I have 300,000 diamonds, and my payment for January is going to be my biggest diamond payment ever. I had my best month ever in January, so thank you guys for that. I don't think that was a forgotten mode. That was just he was an event boss. Maybe the Kagiri event? Does that sound right? Maybe it's this event, actually. I don't remember. Oh, you're saying Cerberus was. Cerberus? He's just like power creep and just generally well, arenas, they changed the maps, so you couldn't deploy him by the portal like we used to do. But for Conquer, it's just like power creep. His kit's extremely niche, so he always was only good in a couple places. He's still not bad. Like, you could use him in Conquer and get Triple S. You could use him in Gear Raid 1 up through 24. But yeah, we started getting more content that he was like unusable for. Gear Dungeon 1, he's still like kind of okay for a little extra burst damage if you have an extra spot. But yeah, just the kit doesn't really solve any real problem. It's like a little bonus in a couple places. One Rosalia, 2 Velisse. Very good session. Congrats. All right, let's switch over. Hopefully we just hit this Rosalia for him now. Didn't you say you were leaving, Fraggle? Didn't you say the vibe was wrong and you had to go? Wasn't that like 45 minutes ago? His vibe changed too. Oh yeah. In Epilogue Stage 6, yeah, Cerberus does have a cool strat there. It's true. I have not been using my insta-clear tickets. I want to get like 1 million and use them all at once. Yes, Gear's gonna be very hard to pull, but I hope we all get him. Velisse. The progressive is over. This is getting sweaty already. That's a good hit, but we need at least that 1 copy. Yeah, I mean, you definitely can still use him there, but like it's just like he's not going to be on any of the top teams anymore, where he used to be on all of the top teams. No, I mean, Velisse says all of her awakenings are good, and the A3 on Diao is like, I'm gonna be thrilled to get it. Okay, thank you, Braggle. God, we've done so many summons on this account, and we still have 600 rares and have not touched the almost 100,000 diamonds. That's... Oh, dang. I'm so hungry. It's crazy. Yeah, she's... I mean, I said it in the first video I ever made on her. She was going to be tippy top meta for that. Who has never shown? You mean, like, shine? Like, been good in a piece of content? Wife's in Vegas, so you're getting wings? I would kill for some wings right now. In the new limited? I don't know what the new limited is. I mean, when Orin first came out, he was very usable for Infernal faction trials. All right, come on, baby. Let it be her. Let it be her. Xena. I'm definitely delaying my summons. I decided that in the moment when I brought it up. I'll do my summons probably on Sunday. Actually, like, definitely on Sunday. Xena's fun. I mean, very, very niche. She's like a solid progression option, but not much more than that. All right, very quickly we hit again. Good rates there. God, we're getting cooked right now. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Gear Engine 2, very good. Orem was much, much, much cheaper. So if you had him, it was kind of easier to maneuver. He's also just a little bit better because he at least gives a little boost. The rates are out of control right now. We can't stop hitting, but can we please hit Rosalia? Celine. This account has pulled like, we started like 850, I think. This account's pulled like 500 summons. The rates have been crazy. We keep hitting, but not hitting the one girl he wants. That's not true. Abson's always been like through gear 8 321. He's always been fine for the middle. If you just want someone to tank and throw a Lunacy visor on. I'd say Azor, like he was relevant a little bit just because people tried to make it work in APOC for like 2 seconds. But then once we understood the fight better, I mean, within 2 or 3 weeks, he was dropped. He might be the worst. I mean, Lynx is pretty freaking bad. She's a better quality hero than a lot of these guys. But yeah. Is she top? She's definitely not top. Wow, we're hitting early every time, though. The actual quantity is insane. I don't know if you guys are appreciating this. We're averaging a legendary like 1 in every 60. We just can't hit a girl. Until now. Boom, boom. I was really hoping that would line up. Awesome. I think we should definitely cut it there. I said, let's wait till we hit a banner hero on Divines and see if we can pick up the A1. I think that's a fair call. We got 66 Divines. Fat stack. On my account, I've seen a little fatter. I just stopped pulling Divines, basically, on my account. I don't think their cinematics are getting better. The cinematics have been amazing for so long. I mean, think of the Hot Sit cinematic. That's still one of the best cinematics ever. Captain Reeve, that's the first limited ever. That cinematic's insane. I mean, King Hearts is still a really, really usable tank, and his shields are really nice, especially if you have him A1. Search the cinematic's amazing. Holy moly. Come on, baby. They're really making us sweat this. All right, there we go. See if it's a banner unit, and it's Velisse. Frick. All right. I'll let you decide if you want to go for the A1. Nice double Velisse pickup, but wow. Missed on the 50-50 twice. Thank you very much, Melville. Let's wrap this thing up with our boy Trey. He's going to help us bring it home. Melville and Trey have helped us wrap up many a stream. This is quite a long stream today. Your boy Fasti has to get some food in his belly. There we go. All right, Trey. Let's see what he said. Last viewer account of the day, Mr. Trey. Pity manipulation, pull rares until the banner, then pull divines until banner and evaluate. So you can see they think the way I do. That's what I would do too. He also needs Velisse, so he's kind of all in on this. Very similar thing to what we just did. We're at 1 pity. Let's see if we get as much quantity as we were getting for Melville. We were hitting non-stop for Melville. On exclusive artifact choice, I don't think there's a choice. I mean, you could wait to see if you get Pierre, but Pierre's the obvious choice. But I mean, if you don't get him and you don't want to get it for the future, which is fair, you could go for Rosalia. If you don't have either, then just, yeah. I mean, I'll make a video on it. That's fine. I don't know if I'll have time to make any videos with these streams lasting 4 hours. If you don't want to go beyond A1 Diao, then why would you pull on her banner? Yeah, I mean, what is there to... You already have made the decision what you want to do, so then why would you... What's to even think about, right? You've already decided. I'm pulling everything, yeah. Unless I get insanely lucky. But I would have to pull 2 Pierres and an Ezerith to stop pulling. I have many videos talking about my thoughts on Awakening Wukong. It's totally up to you, dude. Where's the Melville luck? It's skipped you. I don't know. I would need to know everything about your account. I have a whole video where I go through the most important awakenings for every limited. It might even be like the pinned video on my page right now. Should we do one more? Yeah, we should. Knew it. Nailed it. That's 171. Wow, hit another, like, right at Pity, right? Pity's gonna kick in with this one. We probably hit on this one. That's very, very lucky. Oh, we hit right on the first one. Amazing. Wow, Neza. Good day in the office. First off-banner Neza of the day. That is a beautiful and rare sight. We will absolutely take that. Congratulations. Let's switch back. You have to miss. That is probably the best miss there is. Without knowing your awakenings, I can't say for sure. A2, huge miss. Wow, we hit at 191. That's why we single pull, folks. There's a Micah, completely free Micah, basically. Yeah, when you're in like the 190s, if you can hit, just, I mean, unless you already had a ton of pity built, obviously you have a ton of pity built, but if you're on a low pity, it's just free. A2 Rosalia and 700 pulls is really good. Congrats. I would love that. If I could get if I could get A3 and 1400 pulls, I would be over the moon. Thank you very much, Viceroy. All right, so we're up to 85% on these girls now. Hopefully we get Rosalia for him. Actually, it doesn't really matter. It's just hopefully whatever we get here, we get something different on the divines because he wants one of each. It's true. Now you do have to go for A3 if you got him A2 now. Shamir's good, yeah, is good in Northern faction trials, and that's literally it. Yeah, Shamir's pretty freaking terrible. And the fact that he's never even been buffed is crazy. What's up, Kevin? This is crazy. We've been streaming for 4 hours, baby. My God. All right. Very likely we're going to get one of the girls. Show me either girl. Wow. The 4th time we've had to go to the 3rd legendary today. 4 different accounts we've had to go to the 3rd. That is some hokey bullshit. So the 15% chance occurrence has happened, 11% cumulatively has happened 4 times across like, how many accounts? 18, 19 accounts? I mean, that is disgusting. Well, actually, a lot of times we haven't even pushed it that far, so terrible. I don't believe that you went to pull 4. I think you miscounted. It's like, I mean, it's possible, but it's like only 4 in 1,000 go to pull 4. What's up, Matthias? What's up, Dr. Matt? If you want to sign up for Ancients, do it now, because I won't be taking anyone that signs up tomorrow. This is the 2nd time it's happened to you. Unless there's a time you did without me when it happened. 2nd time it happened when I did it for you. It's not rigged. It happens 15% of the time. That means 1 to 2 out of every 10 people it's going to happen. This is the 4th? Wow. That's brutal. Yeah, either one of the girls. Just hitting a banner unit, you know? When we did get that Nazar, which is very cheeky. And we did just pull a Lord with a Raka. Mango's build. I don't know enough about that high level of arena to comment on which is the right Dracula build. What I will say is in Mango's video, because a lot of people send it to me, he's talking about A3 Dracula, so that's putting out defense breaks, so that totally changes the calculus when it comes to what main stats to run, right? Like in the Chady video, there's no A3 Dracula. All right, so this is supremely likely, 99% chance we hit a girl. And there's Rosalia. We will take it. Clutched it. Huge. Excellent. Let's move on to the Divines and get a Velisse. But yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, look at that. That's one way to do it. Let's go. The luck is turning. Wow. Okay. There's A1 Rosalia. that luck turned around in 2 seconds. Yeah, totally. I mean, Mango's incredible at Arena. My point is he's showing A3, which has a huge defense break. And then Chatty's showing not A3, which doesn't have the defense break. That's the point, right? It's just a different test. It's a different thing. Keep going. All right. That was sick, though. 2 pulls in a row, we got Rosalia there. Oh, Mamma Mia, come on, dude. Kalina sucks. Kalina, there's a hero who's always sucked total booty cheeks since the day they released her. There you go. You were thinking this is another one of those days with your bad luck, but no, we've been on an amazing luck streak for you lately, Trey. And there you go. They need to put split up mango chatty. I don't know why they're fighting. I was talking to one of them about it, and he was like, "What should I do?" And I was like, "Don't fight. This is not worth fighting." Yeah. So this turned into a god tier session. Doubled up on the banner for the Divines. Crazy luck with the Naza, and then we snagged the first copy of Rosalia on the Blues. What a session. What a session. God, Velisse is... I don't like the horns. Aside from that, she might be the hottest character in the game. Jeez Louise. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. My pulls on these banners will be on Sunday. My pulls for Ancients will be tomorrow, and all the viewer pulls for Ancients will be tomorrow right here, a little bit earlier, probably about 11:30 or 12 Eastern time. Thank you, guys. I'll see you real soon. I gotta go eat. Bye-bye.